Very tough game. Very proud of the way we hung in the game and continued to play when our shot making was struggling really all night. McConnell was brilliant. He was great in the first half, and the second half really speaks for itself. I just thought we did a lot of things that you need to do on the road. You got to keep your poise, you got to stay aggressive, and we kept good internal energy and kept believing in each other. So tough win, and so Wednesday will be another very tough one.
Rick, winning going 5 for 35 from 3 is extremely unusual. What stood out to you as the keys to overcoming that and still being able to both score and stay in the moment?
Well, we talked about the importance of being efficient on offense and doing a good job in the possession game. So we had a slight advantage on the boards, and we only turned it over 7 times. So that helps keep you in the game. And so, and then we got into the bonus a few times, and Mathurin had a great game. He just was a factor all night long, and I thought showed some real maturity in the second half defensively, guarding a really tough guy in Middleton who's a scoring machine. He just scores effortlessly, and he made a couple buckets, but Ben played him well, and position wise did a solid, as good a job as you can do.
What do you think made the bench click so well tonight? In both halves, they were the group that changed the game after the Bucks went up 15 in the first and third quarter.
Yeah, it's just it's a special group of competitors. The guys on our team are they like each other, they support each other. They compete hard against each other in practice, but when it comes to the games, they pat each other on the butt and they really encourage each other, and they make it about the team. And so it's rare 2 games in a row to play 10 guys. It's not easy to do, but certain guys have to make sacrifices. It wasn't Buddy's night shooting the ball, but Buddy did some very good things out there. We just had to keep searching until we found a formula that clicked a little bit. And down the stretch of the game, he's up there leading the cheers. So that's what we got to have, to be successful against a team like this or any team.
What was the key to holding Lillard in check the way you were able to?
He got off some pretty good shots. Look, this team's almost impossible. I mean, Giannis is as big a problem as I've seen in this league in a long time, and I've been having to deal with Lillard for the last 10 years out in the West, and that's no picnic. Let me tell you. I haven't seen the film yet. He had a missile at the end of the game that we dodged that one, that would have made it, I think, a 4-point game or something like that. So nights like tonight, you got to get a little bit lucky. You got to play hard enough and do enough good things where, you get a little lucky with the opponent missing some shots as well, because we missed quite a few on our own.
But you guys have won 3 out of 4 in these matchups against the Bucks.
That stuff doesn't matter. It's you gotta focus on now and next. All this stuff, analyzing. I mean, they'll be very motivated for sure coming out Wednesday. That's just how this is. We got to be real motivated too. We should have. We're gonna have a lively building, a great crowd, and we gotta be worthy of it. From a competitive standpoint, we're fortunate. We've had so many of these games. It's not even January 2nd yet, that have really been simulations of high-level playoff type situations, atmospheres, et cetera. So We got to keep growing. Mathurin is showing real growth, real maturity. I mean, he's just he's really coming of age, and he's learning how hard it is to do every night. But he's starting to figure it out, and it doesn't always happen. But when it doesn't always happen, you got to do your best, and you got to support your teammates, and that's what all our guys are doing right now.
Coach, you mentioned T.J. earlier. What did you think of that play really late in the fourth, where he sprinted across the court and then saved that loose pass and drew the turnover?
I mean, that's one of the best. That's one of the best hustle plays I've seen all year, and really, I mean, because that's where the action was with the whistle. A lot of people missed the save that Mathurin made on Tyrese's outlet over a couple guys in a double team. Ben made an amazing save, and then T.J., I don't know how he got to the ball. And then to save it and then draw the foul, I mean, absolutely enormous play. And really, McConnell was the star of the game, to me. I just thought he was brilliant the entire night.
Can you speak more to that? I mean, the way he attacked the defense, like, was something they were giving you. Did you feel like he did so well to have to give you comfort?
Our guys, we just encourage them to be themselves, to attack, to be fearless within their skill set. And, TJ's, when he steps on the floor, that's who he is, and that's how he's going to play. And, he's got some good memories in this building. He had a career game last year here, and tonight he was vital. He was a vital part of this one.
I mean, pretty much just going into the game as myself, trying to keep the game simple, trying to make the right plays, and pretty much trying to help my team win.
What were you talking about with Ty at the end of the game? Hard to tell from up where we were.
It's a private conversation.
What does it say for y'all's bench? I mean, 70 bench points now. What does it say for y'all's depth right now?
Like you said, I mean, we have a lot of depth on the team. We have a lot of players that came big tonight. TJ had a great game, and Tyrese was just being himself today. So, I mean, it was fun, seeing the guys, taking turns on, just pretty much impacting the game.
You got it. Sorry, go ahead.
You mentioned TJ. What did you think of that hustle play he had at near the end of the game where he kind of fell over one of the tables?
It was great. I mean, that's a big play, and TJ is known for making big plays, and he's a winning player. So it was a great thing to see.
You had to say it before that on that TJ play. How did you kind of see how that play out?
Like I said, it was a great play. It was a winning play, and it helped us win the game.
Given everything that happened between these two teams the last couple of weeks, does it make this win any sweeter? Or was this a game y'all were kind of circling? Or?
I mean, for sure. We lost against them last game. So, I mean, for us, it's just a really good game. Just going to the next game, in 2 days, and pretty much staying locked in for it.
We've heard guys say recently they've been talking to you about catch and shoots being quicker, not as much thinking you're putting it on the floor. Is that becoming more natural for you? Have you felt that become easier, or is it still kind of a work in progress?
I mean, for sure, it's always a work in progress. I feel like the team is giving me catch and shoot, so I just gotta let it fly, and I'm pretty confident doing it.
Man, that we just found a way to win. I think we kind of hang our hat on getting a lot of threes up, and when we make a lot of them, we're pretty tough to beat. But when we don't make them, it's typically hard for us to win. And I tip our cap to this group. We just found a way and adjusted to our cold shooting night and got it done.
The theme all season has been to be someone different every night. Tyrese is going to have his nights, but everyone else can contribute. But to have 70 bench points, what was that group doing effectively tonight?
I think just pushing the pace. I've said this my whole career where, the point of people coming off the bench, if we're losing, our job is to bring us back. And, if we have the lead, it's either to keep it there or to extend it. And, just trying to do our jobs on that end.
Is there anything that added to your energy level tonight? Something about the Bucks, something about this game? Because it felt like you were all over the place.
Yeah. I don't know. The opportunity to kind of go out there and play. just like when my number's called, just trying to go out there and affect the game as best as I can and do my job. And it was called tonight, and just trying to hold it down for Drew until he gets back.
You're 3-1 against the Bucks now. Why do you think, even with all the stats Giannis has been able to put up against y'all, you've been able to match up so effectively with them overall?
I don't know. Just good game plan, and they punked us the last time we were here. They were more physical. They were the better team, and we just kind of wanted to match the physicality, and because Milwaukee's a great team. Don't get that twisted, and you have to match their energy.
You kind of just walk us through that hustle play at the end where Ben saves it across the court, then you sprint across the court to save it and get the foul on Middleton.
I thought you just did a good job explaining it yourself, really. I thought he was going to throw it to me, and kind of threw it over. And I saw Chris kind of look back, and so I didn't think he was going to save it, so I tried to make a play on it, and fortunately, got fouled, and I think I went 1 for 2 from the line. Pretty mad about that, though.
The reaction afterwards, is that just kind of epitomizes just kind of how together you guys are as a group?
Yeah, this locker room's really close, and we're really tied together. We got from 1 to 15, not only great basketball players, but great human beings as well, great teammates, and when you have that, it's fun to be a part of.
Franchise has won shooting under 50% from three since 2016. Was it something about the game plan that worked well beyond that? Was it defense? What did you feel like you guys did well to get around that poor shooting it?
I just feel like it was really that no-quit mentality. We didn't shoot the ball well, so we tried to get downhill and get into the paint and create a problem. And, starting with Ty, we did that. He's been remarkable all year, all NBA type player, and kind of just fed off his energy and went as he goes.
Is there any more for this team coming into today after what happened last time in this building?
No, it was. I think that was a little overblown. There was a lot of theatrics after the game, but just two teams really competing hard, and Giannis had a historic game last game, and tip your cap to him, and I really don't even know what happened after the game.
We had a discussion a couple years ago when you got a technical foul. There's some issues about couches.
Yeah, I told the official that called my wife was in the stands, and she wanted a new couch, and now I can't get her one because I got a technical. So it's just unfortunate.